What's going on, guys? This is Alex here with 814EDC, and today I'm going to be doing some filming, some reviewing of Kevin, LeftyEDC, the 3 loaners that he sent out to me. I want to get them all busted out today. It is Tuesday. The 4th of July happened over the weekend. I was very busy. I hope you guys had a great weekend filled with family. Obviously, don't forget what the whole weekend's about in the first place, but I hope you guys had a good, relaxing weekend. I know I did. Hanging out with my family, my girlfriend's family, and stuff like that. So, ate a lot of hamburgers and hot dogs. So, yeah. But now I want to get these busted out so I can get these up on the channel for you guys. And the first one that I want to go over is the Asher Knife Co. Nomad Framelock. This is the first of the 3 that I'm going to be doing. If you guys saw my unboxing, you saw that I was pretty excited for this one. I do have my Asher Sentry 2.0 here with me that I will kind of bring into the video to sort of compare and contrast against with the Nomad Framelock. But jumping right into materials, so as you guys can see, it does have a black G10 show side. Got a bug on me, it wouldn't be an outdoor video if there weren't bugs on me or around me. But black G10 show side scale with a nice filler plate for the pot clip. I like that they included that, and it's not just like an indented area on the G10. I really like that they included that. And on this side, it is a titanium frame lock. Nice loop over style, relatively deep carry, but not super deep carry. But I do like the pot clip. It is a frame lock, obviously. As you guys can see, it is an S35VN. There is the Asher logo. The blade shape is just a nice drop point, very thin behind the edge. This thing is a phenomenal slicer. I did carry this probably the most out of all the knives that Kevin sent me, and I did cut some tape and stuff like that at work and just did some paper tests and whatnot, but it cut very, very well. I apologize if it's kind of noisy outside. It's real windy right now. I don't know if it's about to rain, but hopefully you guys can hear me talking. I'll try to speak up and speak clearly, but yeah. And the knife is obviously so thin. That is one huge selling point to this knife, is how thin it is. And that's where I want to compare the Sentry 2.0 to. This is my personal knife. And as you guys can see, it's on camera, it doesn't look that different and that thin, compared to one another, but in hand, which I'll get later into with ergos, it feels so different. It feels like this knife is double the width of this knife. It's just crazy, but it's super comfortable in hand. And I guess jumping right into while we're talking about it, I'll jump around. I normally go action then ergos, but I'll jump right into ergos. This thing is very comfortable in the hand. There's no jimping up here to run your finger on. And of course, I forgot to set my timer on my computer. You guys can tell I haven't filmed in a little while. Man, it's hot out here. This video is already all over the place, but while we're talking about weather, here in PA, it was like super nice over the weekend, but it's gonna get like a heat wave over the next couple of days of this week. And I love when it's like 80 and with a breeze, but 90 and like humidity, I sweat a lot. It's just gross. It's annoying. And today was one of those days. But back to the knife. I'm sorry for sidetracking and whatnot. This knife is really comfortable. It's just a relatively neutral handle shape. You just have one little kind of cutout here, but it's all nice and utilitarian. It's comfortable. There's no hot spots. The pot clip sits very flush to the scale, so you can feel it, but it doesn't stick out too bad while you're holding it in your hand. And it's very comfortable. I was surprised of how well it fit my hand, and with it being as thin as it is, this thing is a phenomenal knife. Ergos are awesome. But jumping back to action now, this does have dual thumb studs on both sides, and thumb flicking, it's awesome. Middle finger flicking, it's very awesome. And you can also slow roll it, but that's not as fun. You know, it's very comfortable. I believe these are on bearings. I think all of his knives, for the most part, are on bearings. And I don't know if Kev put anything in these. Knowing him, he probably put Gillians or skiffs in these, because Kevin, you know, puts those in practically every knife he gets. So I'm not sure if he did. I didn't bother to ask him. I actually didn't think to ask him until right now. But the action's good. He has it tuned very well. As you guys know, Kevin is known as the D10 Diva now. He's starting to come out with some shirts and some stickers and stuff like that with that logo on it, because he's just very particular about D10s, and for good reason. You know, he likes a good D10, and he has this tuned very well. It flies right out of there, has good action. The closing action's good. From where I use the frame lock, it drops, hits my thumb, shake close once, every time. Very reliable, just very, you know, more fun to fidget with than I thought it would be for being a frame lock, but it's really good. It's fun to play with. Like I said, I think I carried this one the most out of the 3 that he sent me, just for, you know, I just liked it. But after, well, normally it goes action, ergo's carry, but we're gonna go ergo's action carry. Carry, like I said, this thing is ridiculously thin, guys. So thin. And with the, you know, 90%, I'll call it, deep carry clip that looks good, this thing carries like a dream. Probably one of the better carrying knives I've had in a while. The only thing that can make it a little bit better if it was a true deep carry clip and it went to the butt end of the knife. But, I mean, other than that, this thing just sits in the pocket so well. You don't really know it's there. You know, it's comfortable. There's no hot spots that's going to catch your hand when you're going in the pocket. I really have nothing else to say, but, you know, besides it carries super, super well. And, I mean, I'm kind of going through this review relatively fast, but that's because I have a lot of good things to say about this. And I think, you know, now jumping into price point and, you know, what I recommend this knife. So these go for 75 bucks on Asher's website, which I will leave a link to their website and their Instagram down below. Asher's a great company. One reason they're, you know, I only have one knife of theirs, which is the Century 2.0. Obviously, I just showed that. I love this knife, though. It's a great knife. But I fully plan on getting more of their models, just, you know, when I get around to just having the money for, you know, set aside for them or whatever. They come in with a new model, because I've seen some teased pictures on their Instagram of some new colorways and some new models coming out that have me intrigued. But Asher is from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm an hour away from Pittsburgh. I love Pittsburgh. It's my favorite city in the world. I plan on living there, my girlfriend and I, when we get, you know, once we are fully out of college and stuff like that. So I just have a special place in my heart for Pittsburgh, and that's why I'm so, you know, supportive of Asher, and I love all their products. And that's why this was a big, you know, kind of want for me to check out, because I had only checked out the one that I personally had so far, and I loved it, and I figured I'd like this one. So, but for 75 bucks, you're getting S35VN blade steel. You know, you're getting a titanium frame lock with nice G10 show scale. You're getting a super, super thin knife. You're getting very good ergos. You know, because of that thinness, it's going to carry well. It's going to be comfortable in your hand. And for 75 bucks, and, you know, if you use Kevin's code, I believe it's LeftyEDC at checkout, you'll save an extra like $6, $7, $8, something like that. I think I got when I bought mine. It's a hot one out there, guys. You've got to stay hydrated. But for $75, you really can't beat that. I think that that is a phenomenal price for this. Now, I know people aren't the biggest S35VN, you know, fan in the world, but can you argue for sub, you know, with Kevin's code, sub $75 for S35VN and that thin of a knife, and, you know, a pretty good looking, you know, plain Jane knife, but good looking at the same time. I just don't think that that's, you know, this is a great value knife. You're just getting a lot for your money, and that, you know, I got to thinking about that, and I think that if someone came to me that wanted a pocket knife that wasn't really into them, but they wanted to take the next step into getting a good knife. They were going from like the $15 Gerbers and stuff like that you can find at Walmart to, 50, 60, sub $100 knife, but still a good knife. I would normally say, just look at Civivi's website, or look at Civivi on Blade HQ, Knife Center, a big retailer that carries a ton of their models, and find one that likes, or that you like in aesthetic wise, and odds are you're gonna like it. But now that I've experienced this one, I would have to point them towards this as well. I could probably point them towards the Century 2.0 as well, but I just think this is just such a basic knife with the frame lock. It's thin, all of it together. I think that this would be an awesome option for someone that is just getting into the knife world, or someone that works a labor job that is using a knife all the time. I think that this thing would just be a great option. I would recommend this to them 11 times out of 10, and I think that this would be a great gift knife for someone, just all around a great knife. I have really grown to appreciate it in my couple weeks of having it. It's not like, the most exciting knife. It's not the most, different knife. It's very just plain Jane, like I said. It's very, I like to say utilitarian, because it's not some crazy design. It's just real simple, but it works, and that's, the whole point of a knife is for it to work. And I think it's awesome. So I honestly, to myself, maybe thought in the future this would be a knife that I could get my dad. I've got him a few so far. If you guys have caught the video of the Kershaw Link, he has that in the Spyderco Native 5 lightweight. But I've told him many times that his son's a knife guy, so he's gonna get knives every once in a while for gifts, so I can kind of build his knife collection for him. And I think that this would be a great option for him. Just thin, lightweight, good blade steel, comfortable, everything put together. So I can't say really enough good things about it. Like I said, I figured to like it and to appreciate it, but I didn't think I'd like it this much. I kind of want to go buy one, but I want to wait as well, because there are some other models coming out that I want to wait and see what they are. But as of right now, this is definitely up there for my favorite Asher models. So again, I will leave a link to Asher's website and their Instagram page down below in the description, so go check them out if you haven't already done so, if you haven't heard of them, if this is your first time. And again, a shout out to you, Kev. Thank you so much for allowing me to check the 3 knives out that you sent me. I know we've already talked, and by the time by the time I post all these, I'll probably have the next package you're sending me in. But again, you guys know that Kevin is one of my best friends in the community. He was really the first one that reached out to me about starting a channel and about camera and lighting and everything like that. And he's just been very supportive, and just a great friend at this point. So thanks, Kev. Always, dude. I love you. And yeah, I'm gonna get these filmed and these sent back out to you, so you can send me another package. But as always, guys, thank you so much for stopping back in and for checking out my video, and as always, checking out my channel. I really appreciate it. I just hit, as of today on Tuesday, I hit 175 subs, so the road to 200 is slowly approaching, and I plan on doing a giveaway at 250. I know I said I was going to do a giveaway at 100, but that happened towards like the finals week of school, back when I was in school, and it was just very hectic. So I'm going to wait and do 250 and do a little bit bigger of a giveaway, but slowly approaching there. So be on the lookout for that, and be on the lookout for the other reviews from the knives that Kevin sent me. But as always, guys, thank you so much, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.